When we think about yoga, we think about asanas and pranayam. But there's much more to yoga than just that. And if we follow the principles of yoga, we are bound to, and we definitely will live a healthier life. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Navin Times Talk from the Heart. Our guest today is a very well known figure. You must have seen her and heard her on YouTube, Spotify, and she is Dr. Hansa Yogendra. Doctor, namaste
Namaste.
and welcome to our show. Doctor is a yoga guru. She's an author, a researcher, and the director of the Yoga Institute in Mumbai. It is the oldest organized yoga center in the world, which was founded in 1918.
18.
1918, yes, of course. Dr. J, we have a lot of questions to ask you, but let's start with the first one, which I said yoga, everyone thinks about is asanas karna and pranayam. How would you define yoga? And can you tell us exactly what it comprises?
Okay. Well, I really feel that everyone should be very much clear what yoga is. There are these definitions and person can understand. Yoga means complete mastery over mind is yoga. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That's the first definition of yoga. And that means what is mind? Lots of thoughts coming in the mind all the time. Now, complete control over that is yoga. Yoga deals with mind. Body care is just a byproduct in yoga. Main is mind. Second, balanced state of mind is yoga. Third, these definitions I am giving. Excellence in work is yoga, means full focus and concentration. That's yoga. Yoga means concentration. Yuja samadha, the word yoga means when you are uniting with something. When you want to work, then you unite yourself with work. Full focus, and that's yoga. Very practical approach. Yoga is to achieve unachievable. Otherwise, mind goes here and there everywhere, but doesn't remain focused. So once you learn how to focus, you can achieve quite a lot. But
True.
otherwise, you are just rotating around the bush. So these are the definitions. So when you talk about these definitions, yoga is a combination of three subjects. If I have to use modern terminology, three subjects. One is human psychology, how human mind works and how mind is supposed to work. Like somebody behaved rudely to you, or somebody spoke lies, somebody was unjust. Naturally, you will get upset. That's the way human mind works.
Right.
You will get upset, you will get tense, you will be hurt, you will be disturbed. All these will happen to you, which is a natural phenomenon. But then what happens, yogis say? Then what happens is, if your peace is gone, if your happy state is gone, then you are already affected, sick. Then you are sick. We call disease as when you are not at ease is disease. So you are not at ease. You are unhappy. So then your blood pressure will shoot up. Your pulse will go fast. Your breathing will become shallow. Oxygen going into blood, carbon dioxide coming out of blood will not take place. Blood will remain impure. Impure blood will go in every organ of your body, altering the functioning of every organ. See, it affects everything in our body. And then naturally, if your stomach is not functioning correctly as it should, whatever food you have eaten, body should convert food into energy, but body doesn't do that because it is not happy. And so body stores the food. So or throws it out. So what happens? Body stores food in certain form. Body stores fat as it is. So person starts putting on weight externally, or cholesterol going high, triglyceride going high. You may not put on weight, but internally your fat is getting accumulated. Body stores glucose, so diabetes sets in. See, disease is set in. Body stores uric acid, so muscles become tight, joints come closer, more wear and tear of joints, and so neck pain, back pain, knee pain, heel pain, and all pains start. What is the root cause? Somebody behaved rudely. And what is happening is this. Yogis have observed this. Human mind, how it works and how it is supposed to work. So this happens, body, your nervous system is rattled, your concentration becomes zero, your memory power is out, doesn't happen so correctly. You don't start forget. And reasoning power becomes absolutely bad. So we humans are superior than animals because of our reasoning power. What
Right.
is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, we understand. But that becomes zero. So what we do is we start behaving like animals. We are, after all, the product of animals.
True.
We start behaving like animals. One dog barks here, another barks there. This fellow barked because there was some reason for barking. Somebody threw stone on him. But that is barking because this is barking. Everybody starts barking.
So,
This
like a
is
chain
animal.
effect.
Animal, yes. So animal effect. So somebody shouts, you shout back. Somebody is rude, you are rude back. Somebody says, I hate you, and you say, where do I love you? I hate you from bottom of my heart. This is how our life starts. Now,
Right.
this is not the way to live life. That our happiness, our health, our peace is in somebody's hand. So yogis say, don't allow that. You have to train your mind. So since I'm talking about definition, one is this psychology, how mind works and how we train our mind to work differently. Second, is a subject of philosophy. Philosophy tells you, think before doing any action. Keep purpose in life and then do the work, not just like that. Purpose has to be clear. A boy is going to college. What is the purpose? That he wants to study, he wants to understand he wants to understand his aptitude, how he would go ahead. But he forgets the purpose and he's still going to college. What happens? He makes friends and good friends and then very close connection and then love affair and then heartbreaking and acid throwing and suicide and all that nonsense. Why this should happen? Because the purpose to go to college is forgotten. So this is the whole approach to philosophy. And philosophy says that whatever action you do, you will have to face the consequences of the action. If I hate you, I will find somebody hating me. It's as you sow, so shall you reap.
Read.
Jaisa karoge, waisa bharoge. That's the philosophy of yoga. We believe 100% in that. So this philosophy says, think before action, do only that action which has some right approach, right purpose in life. And that's how the philosophy talks about. And third topic in yoga is technology. Technology is popular all over the world, which you were saying, asanas and pranayams and meditation and kriyas, bandhas, mudras, these are all technology part of yoga. Now, technology for what? Why should I twist and turn my body? For what? Maybe I can make my body flexible, I can make it trim and nice, fit and fine. But that's not the only thing in life. The moment you get angry or upset, everything goes from bad to worst. All your effort here are not going to help you. You must have seen there are many fitness freak people. They do varieties of things. They are very good. They are very good gymming. They are doing lots of gymming, but yet they have heart attack and they die at the age of 28. Why should it happen? Physically, they were fit, but they didn't handle their mind. In our personality, mind supersedes body. Mind has a will of its own. Body doesn't have a separate will. Body has its own system. Heart functions for pumping the blood, lungs does the breathing part. Every system and system works very well. Body has its language to offer. So body tells you this is suiting, this is not, and you can make quickly changes and you can keep your body healthy. But we forget mind is busy somewhere, getting hurt, getting worried, getting angry, and so everything goes bad. So point is, technology is important. Technology helps you to manage mind. You are angry, come on, we are slow breathing. Start. You learn pranayam, slow breathing, and you can settle down your anger a bit. But temporarily, then you have to train your mind to see that you don't get angry. So this psychology philosophy has to go along with technology. Just technology has no meaning. Unfortunately, in the world, the moment they use the word yoga, somebody is standing on head, somebody is doing Surya Namaskar, okay, somebody is standing on one leg, and that's what they call as yoga. But no, if you have to tell yoga, here is a person sitting unaffected by ups and downs of life. Life is going on, but you are unaffected. You are still balanced. That's yoga. So we have to put yoga in this form and apply that into our life accordingly. Yeah.
You just spoke, and you've given a different dimension. So basically what you're saying is that yoga is a way of life which encompasses every area, the three main areas that you have spoken about. And today people, I think, are becoming aware that yes, we need to look after our mind, bodies. We are taking care of it, and everyone wants to have a sort of a regimen of self care. Now, if I were to ask you, what would be the best self care? What are the things that we should do or should not do? What would that be?
Understand that we have to take care of our body. That's our first duty. Listen to your body language. If you are sitting for long and you feel little stiffness in your back, get up. If you are standing for long and you feel little fatigue in your legs, walk or sit down. So change the position and your body is attended. And make your body flexible. Yogis always say that two areas are most important in our body. One is our spine, vertebral column, because from there all the nerves are coming out and goes in every part of our body. So spine has to be flexible. Don't make your spine stiff, rigid and little crooked. It has to be straight and flexible. And so that is one area you have to. So there are asanas, technology, bend forward, bend backward, bend sideways, twist, go upwards, go downwards. All these are the asanas to see that the spine is flexible. Second area is abdomen, stomach, core muscles. This is very strong area where all the internal organs are also attended because of this area. Internal organs, your stomach, your intestine, small intestine, large intestine, liver, kidneys are behind, but liver and all those things, gallbladders and everything. So all these are attended. If you attend your core, stomach area, so there are techniques to help at stomach to see that no fat gets accumulated at stomach area. You know, big belly is wrong. It would not help internal organ as well as look wise also in any case.
Of course.
Management wise. So this area has to be, the technology has to be used more in these things. Unnecessarily doing too many twists and too many turns are not required. Nowadays that has become a fashion. But look, I can do this and I can do that. Fine, you can do that, but what's the spend time on training your mind rather than on these things more. These things as much as required, and which we make it very much clear. You can sit at one place for a long time. So other area is for extremities, your legs, your ankles,
Hands.
your knee, your all these and hamstring muscles and all these have to be really good, non-tension free state so that they can do their work properly without any problem. And then the asanas are meditative asanas also, where you just sit with your eyes closed and watch your breath. And that's the best way of meditation, and sit quietly for some time. So that much flexible you should be, so that you can sit with your legs crossed and sit on the floor. That flexibility has to be there. I would always guide students and people nowadays that nowadays we sit on chair and sofas and all such comforts are there, but then we are losing our flexibility. So whenever possible you should sit on the floor, also possible even on chair. Bring your legs up and sit with crossed legs and then eat food, rather than hanging your leg down and eating food, because that food would be absorbed, assimilated much better way if your extremities are closer to your heart. Then the digestion is much stronger and better. So all these things are there. There are lots to talk, but
Right.
yes. So extremities exercises also has to be done. Meditative exercises to be done, and head low posture, because we are standing on feet all the time. So
Yes.
upside down. So here is a Sarvangasana, not standing on head. Head neck is not meant for taking your whole body's weight,
Wait.
and we are against it. But standing on shoulder stand, and your legs up, supposed to be the masterpiece of yogis. That is Sarvangasana. Sarva Anga Asana, that is entire body is exercised because of that. So sometimes when you do upside down, all the tensions of every muscle is released. Every muscle gets relaxed. And so these asanas, or forward bending asanas, like you are touching your head to the floor sitting, or bending back and bending forward, chakrasana or yoga mudra, such things. And bhujangasana, shalabhasana, these are few
Lots of
asanas
asanas, yes.
we feel which we feel person should do. Doesn't take much time if you have to just do it to keep yourself flexible and fit. But yes, so the technology has to be used to help. That is, so one is that to remain, bring balance, you should do spend some time on your body, right in your bed. The moment you wake up, stretch your body, lift your leg up a bit here and there, bring your leg closer to your stomach, do breathing exercise from stomach, which is called as diaphragmatic breathing. Do that little slowly. Then, so right in the morning, you are doing right in your bed, and then you leave your bed, and automatically your intestines will start functioning better, and then you can evacuate your bowels very clearly without any problems. So no constipation, no problem with digestion and all that, when you do this right in the morning. And in the morning, of course, think and pray, keep your mind very much happy and balanced. That is your effort which you should be doing all the time, to see that problems come, but you don't take problem as a problem. You learn from your problem and go ahead and make your life better. Because of problems we definitely improve and become stronger and better. So philosophy has to be there, but physical things you have to do this. So little bit of such things have to be done. Then your work condition has to be very, very clear, that you are working, you focus on work rather than focusing on a result of the work. Focus on, see the result, whether your work is going on in the right direction or not. But your main focus has to be work oriented. Life has to be work oriented, not result oriented. And that way, if you work, you will be always working with enthusiasm. There won't be any tension or a problem. So these are the things. Food is very big factor when you talk about life. So we rather say that right type of food is a must. And here we definitely recommend, in yoga we use these three words like sattvic food, rajasic food, and tamasic food. Sattvic food is the food which we should eat. That is food which is natural food, food which is easily digestible food, food which has lots of fibers, and food which is fresh food, not stale or not cold stored or dead food. So that should be the food. And the second group of food is, this food. This group of food has all these things like milk and milk products, fruits, vegetables, all these things like wheat, rice, jowar, bajra, and makai, and all those stuff. All the dals, and the best dal would be moong dal, and sprouts cooked and eaten. All this comes in sattvic group. Practically everything usually, all vegetarian things. Second group is rajasic group, where the food is little heavy to digest and lots of spices are there. In yoga, the only spice which we strongly recommend is ginger. Person must have ginger, adrak, in dry ginger or in fresh ginger form, and ginger should be taken. And in sweet, we definitely have unrefined food. Unrefined food. Refined food goes in the third group. Unrefined food, so sugar which is not refined, or jaggery, honey, that's the sweetener. And fruits are all sweets. Dry fruits are very good, they are sweets. So This is the sattvic group. This food we should eat always. Second, rajasic is little heavy food, fresh, but it should be still fresh, but heavy to digest. Like soya bean is little heavy to digest,
Mm-hmm.
rajma, soya bean, or non-veg group, entire non-veg group, which is not fibrous. So for alimentary canal, it takes little more
Longer.
time or more energy to go through the whole passage. So those things are rajasic, little heavy for your body, but you can still eat. There is no problem. Non-veg, we are not talking about veg, non-veg in yoga. We talk about easily digestible food and heavy food, uh, fibrous food and less fibrous food. So non-veg also, if it is absolutely fresh, go ahead. But tell me, how do we find fresh non-veg? Because if somebody kills some animal,
Animal.
then they go into a shop, then they sell it, then you go and buy it. By the time you cook and eat, it is sufficiently putrefied. It cannot be fresh, and so it becomes acidic. So it goes into tamasic state, the dead food, not the food which person should be. That's why we are against all these things. It could be egg, it could be meat, it could be fish, it could be chicken, any of these things. If it is just there, if you are staying in a poultry farm and immediately eat, or if you are near a sea or a pond is there and immediately remove the fish and cook and eat, that is still fine. But still now we don't need to. But yes, you can go ahead and do that. There is one story about it. Did I tell you?
Please,
Do we
please.
have time?
Yes, of
So
course.
one lady wanted to have meat, and so she went to a shop to buy a meat, and that fellow brought it. No, no, I want absolutely fresh meat, she said. Then he says, Madam, this is quite just come, and you are the first person to get. No, I still want fresher than this. Okay. So the man brought another thing. It was just coming in the shop and he got it. He says, see, this is still fresher than that. He says, yes, but I still want more fresh than this. So then the man told his helper, go and get totally fresh one. And so he brought a small little lamb in the hand, and he says, here is this fresh one. I cut it and give you right now, or what do I do? And the lady looks at that little thing, holds it in her hand, and so no, 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 I don't want this to be cut, and leave it. And
Right.
after that day, she stopped eating non-veg. This is a real story I am giving you,
Right.
and this is a big. I think so in Israel or some country, they have stopped. I don't remember exactly, so I can't tell you. They have stopped cutting animals and eating animals and all that because of all such reasons. So point is absolutely fresh thing to get unless we live in jungle, which we used to do that earlier.
Earlier,
That
yes.
was that was fine. But now no need. Everything is available everywhere all the time, and vegetables are there. So this is the food that is rajasic food, and the third category is tamasic food. Tamasic food is all our modern products which we love to eat. Open the packet and eat. Open the bottle and drink. All these things are tamasic in nature. Its effect to mind would be dulling. You will have less control over your emotions because as the food, so the mind. As the mind, so your thoughts, so your action, so the man. So it is
Right.
very direct connection, food and mind and your action and your moods and your everything. And that's why we give lots of importance to food. Annam Brahma. They say food is the highest reality. Brahman is highest reality or consciousness. So this is tamasic. Uh, Salt, excess refined salt, refined sugar, uh, and all these things. Non-veg, which is not fresh, all this goes in tamasic. And so we would say, as far as possible, avoid. Now, the chips, you love to chew some chips or you like to eat something, immediately open the bottle and drink. But I would say minimize that. That could be just a side dish for you. The main food should be the sattvic food. And
Right.
one, two chips in the mouth or one, two, something is okay.
Sips of from the
If there
bottle.
Yeah, from the packets, no packets,
Yes, yes.
potato chips and banana, so many chips. They are very tasty to eat, and so many such things are available. But yes, avoid as far as possible. With children eat a lot. Nowadays, ladies have polycystic ovary, these problems. Boys, attention seeking deficiency, attention deficiency. Very common
ADHD.
it is. ADHD. So I'm not using medical terms, I thought.
Right.
So all these things. But yes, the we say that this is the food which is very much the main culprit for all these problems, and so we should avoid that. Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all these, I mean, they are advertised so lavishly that people get attracted. Because those people, actors, they get money for that, and you are losing your health here. And don't do that. So try and see that you, and none of these actors, they drink all these things because they have to keep their health perfectly. I know them. I know, institute is 105-year-old institute. My whole legacy is there.
Right.
I'm the last one, and after that, my son and my daughter-in-law. So the point is, we know majority of the heroines and majority of the topmost people of industry and all that have come to institute, and we know their life and we and everything. They are very disciplined, majority
They
of
are.
them.
They are.
Otherwise, you can't remain.
The way
Yes.
you are. In fact, a very, very famous actress, an actor, said that she advertises the product, whatever the product is, and she says, while advertising, she needs to bite it and eat it, but she says, I never swallow it. As soon as the shot is
Yes.
over, I spit it out.
You
So,
spit it out. Yeah.
absolutely. So, you're so
They
right.
are very much alive.
And you were just talking
Yes.
about children. Dr. J, in schools, they have started yoga in many schools, especially in Goa. We have lots of schools there who have started the practice. My question is, what is the earliest age that we can start teaching our children yoga?
You see, exact this technology part of yoga begins at the age of 5 later on. But whatever they can do, they should just follow the leader type. That, come on, hands up, down, this and that. Proper breathing rhythm and doing these things would come only after 9 years, 9 years of child. And best is after 12 years of child, where proper from breathing, along with breathing, you are moving your hands, neuromuscular coordination and all that begins. The proper yoga is at that age. But younger age, we should definitely may teach them how to learn from nature, how to be in touch with nature, because yoga is derived from nature. I have written the entire curriculum for schools, where right from the first standard, how the children should be taught and what they should be taught. Unfortunately, under the name of yoga, they teach certain asana in his first standard, then little more asana in second standard, and this is how they teach yoga. Yoga has to be very much differently taught. We should even sit with children together and say, why did I get angry today? What should I do so that I don't get angry? When I get angry, how do I behave? What do I do? We have to make them understand, what are you doing for your parents? What are you doing for your house? Awareness about their duties, and making them, giving them some such homework so that they can be helpful to mummy. So how to help mother? I mean, mother is doing something for you. What are you doing for mother? She's taking care of the house. What are you doing to take care of the house? So this little awareness about duty, concept of dharma, they should be taught right from the beginning, children.
So
And
Dr.
they should
Dr. J, so basically what you're saying is, besides the technology of yoga, children need to be taught the psychology of yoga first,
correct.
then go on to the
Philosophy of
philosophy,
yoga.
and then go
And
to the
then
technology. Right?
And
Am I right?
technology also, exactly. So in
Yes.
yoga, we start with yam and niyama. The first step is yama, and that is ahimsa. Don't hurt others and don't get hurt. Somebody
Right.
behaved rudely now, he must be having some reason. He's not happy right now. so he's rude. You don't get hurt about it. Understand him. You keep quiet when somebody is shouting and then talk to him. So these things, behavioral management and psychology, they have to learn right from childhood, no? They are,
Absolutely.
and so under yoga, all these things have to be taught. All this I have written in our curriculum, yeah,
Right,
with
right.
different stories of nature, how to you become like a mountain, even if they become learn technology in different way. Come on, move your hands up. Come on, let's become like a mountain, or let's become like a fish. So fish pose. Let's become like a crane. So crane pose. Such things, and they learn the lessons from crane. That how crane is so focused, very focused when he wants to eat fish. Then see how it, and so on so forth. They really enjoy uh, all these things, and this class becomes very favorite class for children.
I
We
think
teach them like
storytelling, when anything is taught in the form of a story and action,
story.
I think children
Yes,
get, not only children, I think we
yes.
as adults as well get very
Adults
attracted to something
also.
like that. Yes,
Majority of the lessons are given in our country, right from Ramayana and Mahabharata and everything, is in story form. In
absolutely.
poetry, all this is stories,
Right.
and we learn a lot.
I know
Yeah.
we do. It's time for a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the Navin Times Talk from the Heart. We are in conversation with Dr. Hansa Ji, and she has been telling us the importance of yoga, the different parts of yoga, and how yoga encompasses everything in our life. And if we follow it, we are going to live a much healthier life. So, Dr. Hansaji, we were speaking about the different asanas, teaching children, and the best age to teach children. Now, I have read somewhere that breathing can help to lose weight. How does this work, and can you give us maybe 2 or 3 exercises in this direction?
Oh, okay. Well, purpose of any yoga technology is not just to lose weight. It has to be, of course, the purpose should be balanced, healthy living, good health. And if weight is excess, yes, that also will go away. So bringing balance in our life should be the purpose. Balance of mind, balance of life. But if excess weight is there, breathing techniques are there to help you reduce the weight. See, in yoga, the first step is, as I told you, is um, don't hurt others, don't get hurt, don't speak lies, and all those control over senses and all those things. And then cleanliness and contentment. These are the technology, yoga steps. What you have, first feel contented and be happy, and what you don't have, work for it, and go ahead in life. But unhappy only remaining, I want more, and whole life you spend unhappy state, which is absolutely wrong. Happy state, then every organ functions well, positive. Okay, so then comes asanas, and then pranayam, breathing. So asanas, when you are doing, you have to slowly incorporate breathing rhythm along with asana. That you move your hand up, fine, but take a long breath in and move your hand up. That makes your lungs function little better. All the organs which are helping your lungs to breathe are free of tension, and then your lungs can breathe better. So that training has to be given from asana, because asana has to be done in a way where breathing rhythm is involved.
Right.
There is a pranayam, separate pranayam, then breathing techniques are there. But there is one statement that when you sit and stretch your legs straight and touch your head to the knee, 2 minutes of this asana is equivalent to 3 kilometers of running. Running. So that much benefit you get out of this 2 minute. So when you run, when you are jumping, when you are doing this, naturally you are helping your weight to come down. So
Right.
certain these asanas also help. And then comes pranayam. In pranayam, the control mastery over breathing is there, your diaphragm is there, intercostal muscles are there, clavicular muscles are there. We have to use these three sets of muscle to breathe in and out. Now this diaphragm, where the abdomen area is being taken care of, that has to be activated. And so there is one technique called as bhastrika pranayam, where you are breathing in and out fast with breathing rhythm. So I'm showing you, when you breathe out, stomach goes in, then stomach is relaxed. Breathe out, stomach goes in, stomach is relaxed. Try and do that yourself.
Okay. I'm sure I'm
So,
going to do it. I'm not going to do it right.
so first breathe in,
Is
first
that?
breathe in, and then put your stomach in and breathe out. Put your stomach in now. Press your stomach in and breathe out. Press your stomach in and breathe out. Press your stomach in and breathe out. You are doing, you are doing other way around.
Okay.
When you breathe out, stomach has to go in, not the chest. Chest should not move at all.
When you breathe out,
Stomach goes in. You are moving your stomach.
yes, I
Yeah.
can. My hand is on my stomach, so
Yes,
you know.
yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? So these
Right.
are 30 rounds and then stop for some time. Take normal breath, again do. So this is one technique which would help you. Second technique would be relaxing every part, because unless it is relaxed, you can't mold it. Tense thing you can't mold. So here comes breathing out, long exhalation, and stopping the breath. And you won't be able to know whether you are breathing out. So you make a humming sound, which we call as Brahmari Pranayam. So first you breathe in and then humming sound. Stomach goes in, and this goes for a long duration. That and hold for some time after you have, every air has come out from your lungs, emptying yourself, emptying your stomach.
And how many
That
times would that be? How many times should I do this?
in the beginning, so you will start with 3 rounds, then slowly,
Okay.
slowly 5 rounds to 10 rounds. But you can't do pranayama more, because otherwise you will feel tired and you will feel like sleeping all the time. Don't lay the whole night, because fatigue comes in. Because we are going against your body's natural way of breathing. So pranayam has to be done very cautiously, and just doing too much pranayam to reduce will not work. What would work is doing asanas with breathing rhythm, and then these two things also would help controlling your weight. But above all, as I told you, right diet also has a very big role to play. So do that.
The diet
Right
is
diet.
very, very important. Yes. Now,
Okay.
the next, with technology, I mean, you were talking about technology in yoga, but I'm talking about the other technique like the phone. Now, insomnia is so common amongst all of us.
Yes.
Everyone is with their phones in the night. We wake up, and the first thing that we check, of course, is our phone. I mean, I do. And I know it's wrong. I keep telling myself, I'm not going to do it. But somehow, I end up saying, what if there has been an emergency during the night? So, insomnia is something that many of us suffer from. What should we do before going to bed that would help us to sleep and have better sleep, a deep sleep if possible?
You should have what is called as me and my time. I am more important than anything else. Learn to love yourself, respect yourself, taking out your own time for yourself. You have to do that. You have to learn that. The moment you wake up, going near phone. Without that also life was going on. If there
It
was an
was.
emergency, people will contact again. Nothing big is going to happen. So out of sight, out of mind, that policy you should remember. That phone should not come in front of you. So out of sight, out of mind. So keep phone in the cupboard. When you get up, you should not even see the phone. First, take some long breaths, stretch your
Yes.
body and all that, which I told you earlier.
Right.
Similarly, at night before going to bed, at least 1 hour before sleeping, you should be out from all these electronic things, because its blue light will not allow you to sleep only. You will be awake. You can keep awake if you are watching this and different programs. You can keep awake till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You will not feel sleepy unless you
Yes.
switch off. So switch off 1 hour before your sleep. The time for sleep should be same. If you are sleeping at latest by 10:30, you should be in bed and not otherwise. We should follow the circadian rhythm. We are part and parcel of nature. When sun rises, our day begins. When sunset, day ends. And after sunset, we should slow down, calm down, and then sleep. So that should be the pattern, whatever it is. So for good sleep, you need 1 hour before that. You should eat early your dinner. Dinner should be by 7 o'clock if possible, and 6:37. By 7, your kitchen, you should wind up your kitchen so that by 11 your food is completely digested.
Right.
It takes 4 hours to digest, 2 hours from stomach to go into small intestine. So at least 2 hours before, so you in any case should eat before sleeping, but ideally it's 4 hours before. So that's why 7 o'clock, by that time you eat food that, and a dinner should be very holistic dinner and light dinner, not too much of, not tamasic one.
Right.
Very sattvic dinner. It could
Sattvic.
be soups, it could be khichdi, it could be, yeah, dal and rice, thin dal, not, and such dinner, you know. And then before dinner, if you could take a quick bath. If you have problem with sleep, then do these things. Before dinner, have a quick bath and then have dinner. And after dinner, go for a little walk. It should be slow, strolling and
Mm-hmm.
not walking fast. So move here and there, go at one window, look at things outside. Of course, it is dark now, but still move around here and there. At least put 100 steps minimum. After food, you must put 100 steps.
Okay.
So walk, do all these things. So this at night, and then read something which is very jovial, hilarious. Read something which is philosophical, but not that heavy philosophy.
Soothing. So something that soothes the mind.
Soothes the mind, and you feel joyful. And then write down 10 positive points. I say 10 positive points. How many good things happened in a day? Write it down. So many things. You saw children laughing and giggling, write it down. These are all beautiful sights. You saw sunrise, so good. You saw so much flower, very good. You smelled the flower. You should smell the flower whenever you see flower. Take out some time there. Your attention should go to nature. Nature gives lots of relaxation to you. Have love for plant kingdom, and a lot. You should have love for that. And so do all these things. Write down 10 positive points. Today you were angry inside, but you controlled your anger and you managed it. Write down. And all those stuffs, all success stories, you should write it down at
Mm-hmm.
night, and not the problems. Problems you should solve during day, in the afternoon, how to deal with this problem. At
Mm-hmm.
night, we do other way around. At night, once we are free, we start thinking about what happened wrong. Now, what will you do, and what, it's other way around. It should be positive. You sleep with a very happy, positive note, and then you go to bed, and then do this simple breathing exercise. If you are not still sleeping, breathe in from your right nostril. You see, hold your hand like that, and breathe out from left.
So
Breathe
Anulom
in from
Vilom.
left, breathe out from right. Right, you know this.
Yes.
Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Very slowly. Don't make any sound. Very slow. Slow inhalation, not full inhalation. Short inhalation, just 2 seconds, because now you want to sleep. Don't want to energize.
Energize
And so
yourself.
only 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out. That too because you don't want your mind to think about anything. And so you are doing this breathing. And then lie down and do breathing from stomach. Breathe in, stomach moves up. Breathe out, stomach goes in. Breathe in, stomach very slowly and slowly. So your mind is with breath, and your mind will become quiet, and then you will sleep. And people sleep very well. No bad dreams will come because you have seen something good, thought something good, read some nice story before sleeping. And all that would help you to really have a good sleep. And if good sleep, good health.
Right.
All the so many problems are settled out because of good sleep.
So true.
Try.
So true.
Yes.
Now, the next two questions are for all the women who are watching. You know, we women have a lot to deal with, not just the home. We are homemakers for sure. You know, that is the core. We are homemakers, but at the same time, today women are handling so much more. They're handling the home, they're handling professional life, and they're handling their own
Yes.
social life
Yes,
or
yes.
whatever. For them, there's so much to do. 24 hours only, you know, what everybody has
Absolutely.
else.
Correct.
But
Correct.
and they have, and you know, on top of that, in addition, they also have so many other things: menstruation, menopause, pregnancy,
Their
things like that,
body is there.
bodily biological you know, things that are
Yes.
happening. So how can you give us a few tips, just two maybe or
Okay.
three, that will help women?
Okay, understand that in ladies, our body is such that every month we menstruate, and so hormones are getting haywire, disturbed,
Yes.
and so along with it, our mood gets affected, our energy level goes little haywire, and so what we are supposed to do is we should become aware. It is premenstrual tension. Premenstrual tension is very common in ladies, and that's the time their behavior becomes little rude, little erratic, little expecting, or she feels frustrated she couldn't do this and that and cry. Now you should know very well that every woman has to understand that now PMT is there. So first of all, she should keep mouth shut and not react to anything, doesn't want to prove anything, but she has to learn how to delegate the work. When she knows that this is the time she will feel she will need little bit more rest, she should sleep little early, and she should not think of completing everything perfectly and doing it. Leave it. Perfection is never there in material world. It's always you can do better and better, but there's no end to it. But you just leave, plan out your day well, and learn to delegate the work. Your family, if you have a family, you should try and see that you give some work to the family, that these things you will do, this thing you will do. You don't have to do everything. Ladies end up doing everything themselves. Children, go sit in your room, and husband, don't disturb me, let me finish my kitchen. No,
True.
let them be in kitchen. Let them. So she has to become a good management person, good manager. She has to execute, learn to execute things. Every woman has to learn that. Don't take everything in your head. That is one. And second, every little time, say every 1 hour, she should sit for 5 minutes. Just think of nothing. Make your mind quiet. No thinking. Just watch your breath. Okay? What we call as meditation. Or just listen to some music, sound, and not think of anything. Quieten. Or lie down. If she is physically overworked, she should lie down in Shavasana. In yoga, we have a relaxing technique which you should learn, and learn how to relax every part of your body and relax well. So that she should do. Or sit quietly and watch the breath. She should do that. No, let me finish my work first and then I will rest. That is a very wrong
I think
thinking.
that's
Work,
generally what we women do, right? We
see,
want to finish our
work
work and
can
we want to
never
do it well.
work can never be finished. By the time you finish your work, something
Something
husband
else
wants,
starts.
something child wants, something else starts. You should know how to, in between, how to switch off and
Right.
rest. Every woman has to learn that. Even in office, you should be doing that. 20-20 minute formula. Every 20 minutes for 20 seconds, close your eyes or get up, go to window and come back. Leave that place where you are sitting. So that has to happen. Yeah.
Right. Yes. You know, you spoke about Shavasana, and when I used to go for my yoga classes, that was the best part I used to look forward to. You know, when they said,
But let
Chalo
me tell
Shavasana.
you, that's the asana you have to really master well. That is the
Yes.
asana to
It's not
do
as
it
easy
really
as it appears.
perfectly. No, it is not so easy.
No, it
You
isn't.
just lie, sleep
Yes.
in that. That is not, you should know how to
Right.
relax every muscle, tighten
True.
and relax
Because
every muscle.
they
Then,
say start from the toes, and you're thinking, how do I relax my toes? Like,
yes,
how?
yes,
What am I supposed to do?
yes,
All I want to do is
yes.
just close my eyes, and as I
Just
said, I
close
used to
your eyes
love
and
that part.
sleep. Sleep.
Yes, exactly. Okay, one more question for all the ladies who are watching, and
Yes.
that is, unwanted facial hair. Now, you rightly spoke about the youngsters are having today with PCO and PCOS and PCOD, so facial hair, unwanted facial hair is a lot.
Yes,
Now, how
yes.
can you give us a few home remedies instead of just going to the parlor every month and threading or waxing? It becomes it harms the skin and it loosens the skin, of course, and it's expensive. So,
See,
what can I do at home?
what happens is, uh, once hair comes out and they are unwanted, you will have to take such things like waxing or threading.
Yes,
But
yes,
before, how to see that they come less and how to see that they are not there? Here it is directly connected with your hormones.
right.
Your male hormones, if they are little higher than the female testosterone, and so if that is little higher than the female one, we have both the hormones in our body.
Correct,
So
correct.
little imbalance in that hormone creates the problem. So if you don't want hair, you should maintain your hormonal level well. And so for that you are supposed to, external touch up and all that is there, but actually you have to work on your hormones. And so you are supposed to see that certain hormone like thyroid or these are functioning very well. So certain asanas that every woman should be doing should be there. And good sleep, as we good that we talked about sleep,
Yes,
would really help settling down the hormone. In sleep, all this repair work takes place. Hormones come back to balance. But if you don't give sleep, then the problem comes. This should be your lifestyle management. You should be sleeping well, and so on. Give importance to sleep, then to all these pleasures like
the
watching
phone.
TV and all that. You can always do it, but once in a week, all the other, you should be sleeping well. Or during day, siesta little, after uh,
Lunch.
food, walk little bit for some time and then lie down for 2-3 minutes and doze off. That little switch off is what is required. So hormonal balance, all these things would help you. Conscious relaxation, and what will help you more is some hobby. You should know that we all need to do some hobby. We are just tied up in getting up, doing this, going to work, coming, this, and sleep. This is not life. There is no relaxation, no joy. Our emotional expressions are not there only. We have to control ourselves. Some child says something and we have to. So some hobbies are required. So either singing or dancing or cooking or any such hobby where you say, wow, I enjoyed it. That has to come in woman. Something. They say Sahitya Sangeet Kala. Either read something good book, little bit, 10 minutes spend or half an hour spend. But enjoy that and write it down. Just reading is a very passive activity. But more than that, some physical activity. It could be dancing, do dancing every day, or do little singing every day, or play some game. It could be badminton, table tennis, any such thing. These things are very much required. So you would say all these hair will not come if these areas are attended. And if they come, don't worry at all about it. Just temporarily remove them, but work on these areas.
So internally,
and
so
some,
basically work internally so you get the results externally.
yeah, and simple thing like a milk in that lemon. Lemon works in lightening the hair. So in little bit milk, put 1 or 2 drops of lemon and apply that on your body, and then take little steam if it's on face, and wipe your face and sleep. This is one very strong remedy. Ginger helps, lemon helps. So do that. Soot powder also would help in rubbing that area and lightening. But it depends upon how much your skin can take it. Everybody's skin is, but
True.
lemon definitely. Lemon is very good thing. Cut lemon in pieces, rub it, keep it for some time, and wash it out.
Then wash it off.
And that will lighten the things and reduce the whole thing. And
Right.
don't use too much soap all the time. Using soap is gone. I may not have used soap. Now my age is 77. I may not have used soap for maybe 30 years on my face.
So what do you use? Chane ka atta? Besan?
No, nothing, nothing. Chana, it irritates my skin. So it depends upon what helps. But just cleaning with water, that water cleaner is there, cleaning with water, and once in a while applying little milk in a drop of lemon and doing steam, wiping and sleeping. Once or twice in a week. Every day also I don't do.
That's amazing.
That's all. That's all. I
Right.
hope it's fine.
Oh, it looks great. Like you said, it is at 77. If I can look even half of what you're looking right now, I think I've
You are
achieved
lovely.
something.
You are lovely. Nothing
Thank
else.
you. Thank you.
So we
That
stop
brings
here
us
now?
that brings us to the end of our talk with Dr. Hansa ji. To all our listeners, I hope you will be able to take a lot from what she has spoken with us, the tips that she has given, and learn and get better. Thank you so much for your time, for your patience and attention. And Dr.
Okay.
Ji, namaste. Thank you again
Namaste.
from all of us here, especially from in Goa. Doctor also informed me that she has her yoga institute at Sharau. So I'm sure you would love to go
You can
and
visit
see
there.
it.
You can visit
Yes,
there. Institute is
absolutely.
going on there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so much, and till
All
next
the
time,
best. It
take
was
care.
Very
Thank you.
nice.